Hi everyone. In the last video, we learned about the difference between the method and a function and how we can call a method for the associated object. In this video, we will go through some commonly used string methods. So the first method we are going to see is capitalize. So this method will return a copy of a string with the first character capitalized and that's lowercase. For example, if you have a string A with Python, so when we call a dot capitalize, it will return Python. So this first character will be capitalized. So let's say a is equal to Python. So if we call a dot capitalize, it will capitalize the first character. If we see some other example like a is equal to Python and we call this capitalize method, it will return. So what it will do, it will capitalize the first letter and lowercase the other letters. The second method is count. This will return a non-overlapping occurrence of the substring. How we use it's like str dot count and we have to give a substring and we have to give a start and an end. So this start and end is optional. So and also it work like the slicing. Let's see the example here. So let's have a string like this. So if we want to count the number of A's in this string, we just simply give str1 underscore count A. So it will return the total occurrence of the A. So here and this one. So the total number is 16. Similarly, in the count, you can also give the start. So let's see, we want from 10. If we don't give the end, it will count till end. So what it will do, it will start from the 10th position and it will start counting from here till the end. If we give the upper limit, for example 10 to 15, we wanted to see how many A's are there, so it will return 0. So this is the way you can use count. So the third method is encode. This will return an encoded version of the string as a byte object. The default encoding is UTF-8. So default value for the error argument is strict. So we have two parameters. One is encoding. Default is UTF-8 and second is errors. So default is strict. For the errors, it means that the encoding error are to set to different error handling scheme. So you can also use ignore, replace, etc. So if you want to see the complete list of the standard encoding and the error supported by this method, I have given the link on the Python reference document in the description. You can go and check it. Fourth method is alpha. So this will return true or false. So it will return true if all the characters in the string are alphabetic or there is at least one character. So what is alphabetic? So alphabetic character are those characters defined in Unicode character database as letters. So if you have Unicode and these are defined as letters like A to Z or A to Z. So these are called alphabetic characters. So let's see the example here. So if you want to check where A is equal to 1, 2, 3. So if we check A as alpha, then it will return false because these are the numeric type. So what is alphabetic? For example, A, B, C, and if you want to check A is alpha, it will return true. For the same, if we give capital and we want to check this is alpha, this will return true. If you have a alphanumeric character, for example A, B, C, 1, 2, and you will check, it will return false. So this method only returns true if all the characters of the string is alphabets or alphabetic. So the fifth method is decimal. So this will return true if all the characters in the string are decimal character and there is at least one character. So all the characters should decimal. So what is decimal character? Decimal character are those can be used to form number in base 10. So decimal characters are those that can be used to form a number in base 10. Base 10 is the decimal code. Like you have for binary, it's base 2, octal, it's base 8, and if you check hexadecimal, it's so this method only returns true if all the characters are decimal characters. If it's an alphabetic or alphanumeric, it will return false. The sixth method is join. So for join, you have to give iterable. So this will return a string which is concatenated of the string in iterable. So it will raise a type error if there is a non-string value in the iterable, including byte object. What it means, for example, if you have a iterable like 1, 2, 3, for this it will return error, that is type error. So your iterable should be a string. For example, a is equal to Python. So let's make it iterable. So we can convert a into list a. So if you print iterable, it will give like this. So again, if you want to join this, so what we can do as a join iterable. So like this. Again, if you want a space, then it will return like this. If you want a comma after every character, it will return this. If you have a list of 1, 2, 3 and you want to join this, that join x, so it will return the type error, because here it's sequence item 0 expected str instance, but it's founding int. So these are all the integers. If the same sequence, so if the same sequence, if you make it strings, and you want to join, it will join. But for the same time, if you have mixed, if the first two elements are a string and the third element are an integer, you will again get an type error, because it's looking it will iterate through all the elements, and where it get a non-string element, it will return the error. To make join work, all the elements of your iterable should be a string object. So the seventh method is str.split. So here you have to give separation, default is none, and max split. Default is -1. So what split will do, it will return a list of the word using the separator as a delimiter string. So it returns a list object. So if you specify a max limit is the number of times you want to split the string. Like for example, if you have a string of S A L T and you want to split it only 2 times, so the list will contain 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 items. Okay, let's see in the example so that it will be more clear. So here A is equal to A, B, C, D. Sorry. Okay, and we want to split. So A dot split, and by what we want to split? We want to split by comma, and we want the max number of splits should be 2. So it will return so we are specifying 2, so the max item will be 3, 1, 2 and 3. So split mostly used for example your .csv file. .csv file is what? Comma separated values, or so comma separated value means you have a file, for example for a data like name, last name, age, and first line should be like this one, second line is name is equal to Raj Kumar and age is 28. So this is a file. So if you are working with these type of files, these files mostly used as a config files. Or in your simple example, if you are working taking this as a config file, so you have to read these files. So what you will get when you read line by line these files, so what you will get a string characters like Raj Kumar 28, and so you have to split it into different types. So you want the first name separate, last name separate, and age separate. So you can use the split to split it. So let's see the similar example. So here let's have data is equal to string Raj Kumar 28. So you want to split it, so you want a list of this data, so you will create as a data dot split, and we want to split by comma and we don't give any max limit, so we want to split all. So you will get like this. You will get a list and you can simply use. So the next form is str lower. So str lower, this will return a copy of the string with all the cased character converted to the lower case. So this is mostly used when you want to compare a string with a user input or from source, whether you don't know the data is in the lower case or in the upper case. So in you want to compare your code with the that data, and you don't know whether the data is in the lower case or in the upper case. So you can simply convert the data you are getting into the lower. So for lower, we also have a method called upper. So you can use either of these two. So upper will do what it will do, it will convert the data into all uppercase, and this will convert all lowercase. So let's see the example here. So for example, we have this data Raj Kumar 28. So if you want to give data as data dot lower, it will make it all lowercase. And for the same, if you give upper, it will uppercase all the characters. So the last is like str dot find. So again, find, you can give a substring and start and end. So what it will do, this will return the lowest index in the string where the substring sub is found. So for example, if you have a string Python and you will a dot find, you are giving t and you want to find in the whole string, so it will return 0 1 2. So 2 is the index where the substring is present. For similarly, if you give the th, so you are giving 2 value, again it will return 2 only because the th starts from index 2. So it will return the lowest index from where the substring is found. So let's see in the example here. So again, in the data, if you want to find data dot find, want to find ku, returning -1. -1 is like not found because we are looking for ku and we have a small k, so the match will be exact character. It's not like if you give a ku, the letter are in small and your string has the uppercase character, it doesn't match. So to make it match, we can give capital K, it will return 4. 4 means, so the ku is at the start from the 4th position. So that's all for this video. We will see you in the next video. Till then, thanks for watching and stay tuned.